If you're thinking about making the move to the community of Trilogy Glen Ivy here in Corona, you'll definitely want to know about the Community Enhancement Fee. So in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about the Community Enhancement Fee here in the community of Trilogy Glen Ivy. Hi, my name is Casey, and on this channel, I share information about the 55 and older communities of Trilogy Glen Ivy and the community of Terramore. So if you'd like to know more about these communities, or if you'd just like to keep up to date with home values in the area, I'd love if you consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, so let's get started. If you're thinking about buying a home here in the community of Trilogy Glen Ivy, there's one issue that comes up over and over again, and that issue has to do with something that's called the Trilogy Community Enhancement Fee. Now, this is a one-time fee that every person buying a home in the community of Trilogy is required to pay at the close of escrow. And if you look closely, you'll see that on every home listed for sale in Trilogy, it has a disclaimer at the bottom that says the buyer is responsible for paying the one-time Trilogy Enhancement Fee of 1/2% of the sales price of the home. So what exactly is this fee? Well, it's a fee that was originally established by the developer of Trilogy, and it's a fee that's collected for each home that's sold in the community. So what is this money used for? Well, there are 5 main areas of consideration for the Community Enhancement Fee. So let's take a look. Number 1, to support the clubs and to promote the Trilogy lifestyle. Number 2, health and wellness activities and programs. Number 3, communication and technology systems. Number 4, educational programs and services for the residents. And finally, number 5, environmental issues and concerns. Now, in my opinion, this really is a good idea. This money is separate from the HOA fees collected from the homeowners within the community, which right now is right around $305 per month. And HOA fees are typically used for maintenance and upkeep of the community and the amenities. But these enhancement fees are in addition to the HOA fees. So it gives Trilogy the ability to go above and beyond what a typical community can do. As a real estate agent, I show properties all across Southern California. And I can tell you this, there are a lot of HOA communities that don't look nearly as nice as the community of Trilogy. And the truth is, a lot of HOA communities have experienced serious financial troubles over the years. And these problems happen when a community has a high delinquency rate. And when this happens, they face the risk of not being able to cover their monthly expenses. And in these situations, the condition of the community usually suffers. And unfortunately, the HOA fees on the current homeowners has to be increased. And nobody likes when this happens. And one of the most common questions I get asked is, how much does this enhancement fee really cost for a buyer when they move to Trilogy? So let me give you an example. During this past year, the average sales price of a home in Trilogy was right around $651,000. So if you calculate that out at 1/2%, the average buyer has to pay a community enhancement fee of approximately $3,250. And if you're like me and you're curious how much this amounts to over the entire year, I can show you those numbers too. With just a few days left here in 2023, we've had 76 homes sold in the community of Trilogy. And if you add up the sales price of these 76 homes, it comes out to just a little over $49,500,000. So if you take that 1/2% of $49,500,000, you'll see that the community enhancement fee received approximately $247,500 this year. And if you think about it, a community can do a lot for its residents with an extra $247,000. And keep in mind, this is in addition to the standard HOA fees that are collected by the Homeowners Association. Now, I know that people don't like paying extra fees, and we all complain about our HOA fees, but I really do believe this additional enhancement fee is one of the reasons why the community of Trilogy looks as beautiful as it does. Trilogy has an amazing reputation in the real estate community, and it continues to be one of the top 55 and older communities in all of Southern California. So if you're considering making a move to the community of Trilogy here in Corona, and you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'd be glad to help and answer any questions you might have, and I'd love to show you around the community too. And if you'd like to see the homes that are currently for sale in Trilogy, I'll have a link in the description below that will show you every home for sale in the community of Trilogy at Glen Ivy.